A word of warning from the World Health Organization: the worst is yet ahead of us. Welcome to Faith Nation. I'm John Jessup. Well, that dire notice comes as the United States grapples with more COVID-19 cases than any other country, and as the State Department accuses China of choking off the export of critical protective gear, including test kits, face masks, and other medical equipment. CBN News Capitol Hill correspondent Abigail Robertson is here now. Abigail, there's at least one lawmaker on the Hill who's making a lot of noise about this.
That's right, John. Senator Tom Cotton says the U.S. cannot allow this situation to continue into the future, and he's calling for U.S. companies that manufacture these essential products to end their business with China.
China is, in fact, blocking the export of those products to the United States right now. But in the near term, in the months and the years ahead, we cannot allow that situation to continue. That's why we have to bring manufacturing capacity for those critical goods, not just for national defense, but for our public health and safety, out of China and back to the United States.
On Monday's 700 Club, the Arkansas Republican didn't hold back on whom he blames for the global crisis.
I think it's pretty clear that China is culpable for unleashing this pandemic on the world.
And made a bold claim that China may have intentionally allowed the virus to leave their country.
They continued to encourage travel outside of China to the rest of the world. I believe that was a deliberate decision that was designed to seed cases around the world, so China wouldn't be the only nation that suffered a relative decline of its power.
President Trump echoes Cotton's skepticism of China's reporting and handling of the crisis.
Well, if they were knowingly responsible, certainly. If it was a mistake is a mistake. But if they were knowingly responsible, yeah, then there should be consequences.
As the U.S. death toll topped 40,000 this week, Trump predicted we still could see thousands more.
I think right now we're heading at probably around 60, maybe 65,000.
Even with that projection, thousands continue to gather in large groups to protest stay-at-home orders around the country, calling for their states to reopen, seemingly with the president's blessing.
I just think that some of the governors have gotten carried away.
Upsetting governors calling for more testing before restrictions are lifted.
To have an American president to encourage people to violate the law, it is dangerous because it can inspire people to ignore things that actually can save their lives.
Even some on Trump's coronavirus task force warn against lifting restrictions too quickly.
If you jump the gun and go into a situation where you have a big spike, you're going to set yourself back.
And John, as you mentioned earlier, today the World Health Organization is warning that they believe the worst of the virus is still to come. Now, they didn't specify why they believe this, but many experts are pointing to the inevitable increase in cases across Africa, where access and an advancement of healthcare is just not where it is around the